Have you ever wondered why Samsung keeps making their Galaxy Fold and Flip series phones even when they have so many issues? Well, let me tell you what I think are the reasons behind this. This is your host RJ and I welcome you to another video on my channel. So Samsung just launched their new Galaxy Fold 3 and Flip 3 phones. These phones have some significant upgrades over the last generation. Despite that, they were able to bring down the price a couple notches. They have added some features such as water resistance and S Pen support on the Fold 3. However, it is still difficult for me to recommend these phones to someone who plans to use these phones as a daily driver phone. Before we dive into the main topic, let's get the specs of these new phones out of the way. Both these phones come with Snapdragon 888 chip inside them. The Samsung Z Flip 3 has a 3300 mAh battery, a 12 megapixel primary shooter, and a 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED display. On the other hand, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 comes with a 4400 mAh battery, a 12 megapixel primary shooter, and a 7.6-inch 120Hz AMOLED display on the inside and a 6.2-inch 120Hz AMOLED display on the front. Both these phones come with Android 11 out of the box with One UI 3.5 on top of it. The Flip 3 starts at $1,000 and the Fold 3 starts at $1,800. So with these out of the way, let's get to the main topic of the video. So why does Samsung keep making these phones anyways? Let me tell you what I think are the reasons. So as of right now, Samsung has over 90% market share in the foldable phones market. That means that this foldable phones market is almost exclusive to Samsung. In a world where Samsung is losing their market shares in a normal or regular flagship smartphones, this is a big deal for Samsung. The second reason I could think of is that Samsung gets free feedback from their customers out of this. Let me explain. There are a lot of people who still want to buy these foldable phones. So when Samsung does some R&D work and comes up with new technologies such as the latest implementation of under-display camera in the Fold 3, they get feedback from their customers whether this is a decent feature to be included in their regular phones as well. Another reason is that people appreciate even the smallest of the generation upgrades. For example, these latest generation foldable phones from Samsung has 80% more scratch resistance than the last generation. But it is nowhere near the level of scratch resistance we have on normal phones. And in spite of that, this upgrade is much welcomed by the customer base of these foldable phones. The last and the reason probably where Samsung has already succeeded is that they're going for the first mover advantage. What I mean by that is that Samsung wants to release a lot of phones in this category and gain the market share and gain their control over this foldable phones market. That means in future, when these category of phones become normal and feasible to use as daily drivers, that time people are more likely to buy a Samsung phone rather than going with a new company who has just launched their first foldable phone. I think this is a brilliant undertaking by Samsung which might help them in future in gaining the market share that they have lost in the regular smartphones. This was it for the video. See you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay happy.